Hey there, fellow gamers! Emma here, and today we're diving deep into the world of a classic wrestling game that was quite the departure from the norm: WCW Backstage Assault. This game, released back in the year 2000 for Nintendo 64 and PlayStation, was a wrestling experience like no other. Developed by Kodiak Interactive and published by Electronic Arts, it took a bold step away from the traditional wrestling ring and thrust players into the frenzied world of backstage brawls within the WCW. Rather than the squared circle, Backstage Assault had players duking it out in various backstage environments, from locker rooms to parking lots and even a gritty boiler room. And let me tell you, these backstage areas were stocked with an array of weapons ranging from steel chairs and fire extinguishers to lead pipes and sledgehammers. Now, what made this game truly stand out was the ability to break these weapons over your opponent. Picture this. You've got a steel chair in hand, and with a swift strike, it shatters. But instead of rendering it useless, you now have a jagged makeshift weapon to inflict even more damage. And if that's not enough, you can even hurl debris from broken objects at your adversaries, adding an intriguing layer of strategy to the gameplay. But it wasn't just the weapons that set Backstage Assault apart. It was the raw intensity of the combat. The gameplay was fast-paced and visceral, capturing the essence of a backstage brawl with moves that were flashy and exciting. In the single-player mode of WCW Backstage Assault, you had the chance to craft your wrestling career, starting from the bottom and striving to climb the ranks within the world of WCW, World Championship Wrestling. This mode allowed you to experience the game's storyline and character development firsthand. You'd face various challenges and opponents, each contributing to your character's journey within the wrestling world. However, where WCW Backstage Assault truly stood out and shined was in its multiplayer mode. Playing this game with your friends was an absolute riot. The over-the-top moves and chaotic backstage environments led to some unforgettable gaming moments. You could engage in frenzied battles, pitting your chosen character against those of your friends. Whether it was beating your buddies senseless with a lead pipe or hurling objects at them, the multiplayer mode delivered hours of intense, competitive, and oddly satisfying fun. Now, like any game, WCW Backstage Assault wasn't without its criticisms. Some reviewers and critics were less than thrilled with the absence of a traditional wrestling ring, which had been a staple of wrestling games. Additionally, there were comments about the game's graphics and animations falling short of expectations, even for the standards of its time. For those of us who could appreciate the game's unique approach and found sheer enjoyment in pummeling opponents with an assortment of improvised weapons in these backstage environments, WCW Backstage Assault remains a nostalgic gem in the world of wrestling games. Its quirks and departures from the norm added to its charm, making it a title that holds a special place in the hearts of gamers who embraced its distinctive style and gameplay. So, if you're looking to relive the past or want a taste of a different kind of wrestling game, consider giving WCW Backstage Assault a try. It may not have been a critical darling, but it's a relic of its era, offering a glimpse into the wild and unpredictable world of professional wrestling. And that's a wrap for this episode of GameBites Quick Gaming Insights. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more bite-sized gaming goodness.